Play the Percentages is the ultimate podcast where fame, glory, and percentages collide. Each episode, callers face off with our hosts, Mark McFadden and Gam Rivera, in a fast-paced battle of opinions and percentages about everything from movies to music, sports, and even food. Picture a passionate debate over who really deserves the credit for a blockbuster movie or which band member holds the most weight in a hit song. With unexpected twists and some good-natured banter between lifelong friends, it's the podcast where every opinion, down to the last percentage point, counts. Ready to join the fun? Tune in to Play the Percentages and let the debates begin. Hey, welcome to Play the Percentages. It's a podcast about ultimate showdowns involving fame and glory. And we're going to try to engage you with some content that would really cause you to think what portion of an item or thing deserves the lion's share of the credit. And I'm here today with my lifelong friend, Gam Rivera. And I don't know if he wanted his last name mentioned, but nonetheless, he's been blown up officially. Oh. I am Mark McFadden, and we are going to be your guides through this exciting event. And I think that you might get involved by just, yelling out loud at us maybe through the podcast medium.
Yeah, because we can't do phone calls.
Yeah, we can't do phone calls right now. We don't know how to do that, but we're working on it. And somewhere out there, you're listening. We don't know who you are, but, it's a cool exchange of ideas. So today's topic is going to be pizza.
Pizza. And one thing I know is we are the podcast that has the longest intro in the country. So we're already breaking records.
We already have our content.
And doing first.
That's show one. They tune in next time when we cover pizza. You said elevator pitch, but I thought we were going like 30 floors.
I want to know, what did you type in the chat GPT that gave you that?
I was like, write a diary entry. Write a chapter about this show. Anyway, it was a long intro that we might edit, depending on how long we can actually get, talk about the content.
Right.
But I know my favorite food's pizza. I don't know where it ranks on your list of favorite foods. I mean,
I don't know about favorite, but it's up there. Oh, it's up there. Yeah,
top 5.
Definitely. I think it's in everybody's top 5. Everyone has pizza night.
All right, so we've got some surveys that we can reference, but basically what we're going to say is like, what percentage points would each of these items be attributed in your mind for the pizza? And we're going to break it down to the crust or the dough. More think about it as crust that's cooked, the cheese, the sauce, and the toppings. So we have 4 things. We have the crust. Maybe we'll go in order of how they're laid out: the crust, the sauce, the cheese, and the toppings.
All right.
Now, those are some factoids I'm going to bring up later.
Okay, I thought that was the list of...
No, that's the thing. So if I was doing it, if I'm going to say off the jump, for me, I'm going to have to think at least 50% of that pizza to me is the cheese.
Wow, 50% off the bat.
Yeah, I'm just going to start there because the cheese, I've had...
Do you understand how budgets work? Like, you've already allotted so much.
Yeah, I know.
How are you going to pay your other ingredients?
This is an indicative of my life's budget. But yes, because for me, the cheese is the part that drives me to which pizza I'm ordering. So in my neighborhood and surrounding pizza, I have many pizza parlors that I frequent. And pizza parlor is an old term, by the way, my grandmother taught me. But the point is that I frequent these pizza parlors and I go to them based on the cheese I'm into at that moment. I don't think as much about the crust or the other things as like, oh, they got that cheese. I want that cheese, flavor. And so I think the cheese is 50% for me, and then I'll break it up from the rest of it. So what is the item that you would start with? What is getting the most of yours?
Well, first of all, I have never... What different cheeses?
I feel there's like a mix, like
mozzarella. It's mozzarella.
Yeah, it's mozzarella, but I feel like some people put in some like Parmesan or Romano. I have no idea. I always wanted to ask them like, what's in the cheese?
In my life, I wish we did have callers now, because I would love to say anyone across the nation who's going to call in and say that they've ever seen someone turn down pizza because of the cheese.
Right.
It's always mozzarella. Maybe
Yes.
they put something else in there with it, but it's always mozzarella.
Wouldn't you agree that the cheese contributes a lot to the taste?
See, but you already brought up the first flaw in this whole thing, which I was going to mention before you even said that. Are we talking about what's most important? The ingredient itself, like having cheese on a pizza? Are we talking about, is it more important to have cheese on a pizza or not have cheese on a pizza? Or are we talking about having the right kind of cheese on pizza?
Well, if we're just talking about what cheese means to you. Like what?
Right,
what
but if you said
percentage
to me, so I'll give a better one, toppings, right? If you said to me, we're debating whether or not how important the toppings are to the pizza, meaning if you don't have toppings, I could still eat pizza. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
If you do have toppings, I could still eat pizza. It doesn't affect it that much. But if you're saying the right kind of topping,
Yes.
like anchovies
Okay.
versus
Right.
sausage,
Yeah.
then
So if I say, okay, what if it attributes to the greatness of the pizza you're about to eat? Like what you just ate a great pizza. You're like,
so it's
that is,
so then
was
it's
a great
the
pizza.
right kind of that thing.
Yeah, so
not missing that thing altogether.
imagine you just ate a great pizza slice, and then you go, that was a great. I don't know what I don't know what your line would be, but it was something like, that was a tasty slice of pizza.
I know what yours would be. I know what yours would
What
be.
would mine be?
It would be, that's the best slice of pizza
Yes.
I've ever
Yes,
had.
I
'Cause
always- yeah.
That is what Mark McFadden says
Yeah.
to every meal he has. Whatever he has tonight
true.
will be the best
Yes.
meal he's ever had.
It's very true. It's very
And then he will say to his wife, we need to have this every night.
Yes, exactly. So,
All right, so if
you've
we're
eaten
talking
the best
about-
slice of pizza, and you go, okay, so then I would say, well, what made it great?
Okay,
And then you would
then
say,
it has to be-
you would prioritize the things.
The no-brainer, it's toppings. I've never heard anyone complain about cheese. I've never heard anyone not eat. I've never served pizza and they said, I don't like that cheese.
Back
Because
to
it's
the-
always mozzarella.
Okay, so but back to the cheese. Can you taste the difference in cheese? Do you feel like there's a difference in quality of cheese?
Maybe a little bit, but
in your life.
never. It's marginal. It's never
Okay.
been something. Whereas
All right.
toppings, people
So
will.
how much are you going with toppings? Just start with toppings and tell me where you're going with it. What number you're going to attribute to it? You're way better at budgeting than me.
I won't go that much lower. Let me think about.
The toppings 50% for you. Importance.
I'll say 40%.
Okay, 40% leaving yourself some room.
But it's really not importance. You changed the question. You said, I had a great piece of pizza. What attributed the most to that? It's toppings.
Okay.
If I think of great pieces of pizza, it's never something that's just cheese and sauce and whatever. It's got some kind of incredible topping, like chicken parm pizza,
Right.
or Italian hot dog pizza. And
Okay.
yes, I've had both of those.
Really? What's the weirdest one you've had?
Weirdest pizza. I have to think about that. Pizza is something that you could make anything and make it. You know, you have Mexican pizza and
Yeah,
breakfast
but I
pizza.
won't. You know me, I'm pretty bland. I'm not trying those. But
No,
I'm wondering what like crazy one you might have had because we never actually talked about it.
I had buffalo brown sugar.
Oh, okay.
It was like
Buffalo.
buffalo sauce and brown sugar
Yeah, I remember
on
you
a
told
pizza,
me about that.
and it was incredible.
And my son Lucas likes that pizza.
Yes.
He said it was amazing.
Yes, I won't mention the name of the restaurant, but if you'd like a sponsor,
Yeah, if they want to advertise with us, we'll put you in there. All right, so you've got.
I'm going to give 40%
to the toppings.
To the topping.
And I'm going 50% on cheese.
Yeah, that is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, maybe I should go 40%.
Well, no.
I'm not going to have any room
You
for anything
can't
else. You're
back
right.
out. It's too
But you're
late.
right.
It's too late. You have to manage your mess. You made the mess.
All right.
You have to manage it now.
All right. That's for the life
Yeah.
coaching podcast.
You made your bed, lying.
I don't understand why you thought on a pristine audio recording you're going to be able to chew gum successfully and me not have to edit that out.
Sorry. I had a everything bagel this morning, and
Okay.
my breath is smelling like garlic.
Well, you know.
I won't chew
no
it
one
out.
can smell through the
I'll just let it sit there.
Yeah,
I know, but you're
sit in the corner.
we're in a 4x4 room. We're pressed up against each other.
All right. So, would you like to know what the survey revealed that I found on the internet?
You found a survey on this?
Yes, I found a survey on it.
Man.
Well, maybe we should share. We'll share that after we give our final
let's do that. Let's do it after.
What about top 5 pizza toppings? Do you know what they are? Could you guess what they are?
Pepperoni's definitely got to be in there.
Okay.
Right?
That's one of them, yeah.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I have the list right in front of me.
Okay, so where's pepperoni?
Pepperoni is number 1.
That's what I thought.
All right. Pepperoni is 1.
I'm gonna say sausage.
Sausage is
Has to be in
2.
there. Now, is extra cheese considered a topping?
Yes, on this list it is.
So extra cheese.
Extra cheese is number 4.
Okay, so I have 1.
The 3 and 5 were a little shocking to me. That's why I was like, "Wow, I didn't know that those things were going to be that high on the list."
I'm gonna go with something weird like pineapple.
No, but you're in the idea. You have the right idea, but it's weird. To me, it's weirder than pineapple.
It's probably something normal that you just.
No, I've
weird.
never seen anyone I know eat a pizza with this on it in my life. In 51 years, I've never seen anyone eat this type of pizza.
So it's not anchovies.
No, but it's close to that in my mind.
Sardines. I don't know what you mean.
I'm just it's like a kind of a slimy weird thing. It's not like a meat.
A slimy weird thing that's not like, a meat.
Yeah.
Moss?
It's closer. It starts with an M.
Mold?
No, it's mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
And mushrooms. You've eaten mushrooms?
I wouldn't say it's top 5, but I'll eat a mushroom pizza, yeah.
3. That's number 3. Mushrooms is 3rd.
And then is it like broccoli?
No, the 5th spot is a weird thing. It's stuff I don't usually attribute it to being.
Yeah, but you thought mushrooms were olives?
No, this is a meat. This is a meat.
Bacon?
Yeah, bacon is the 5th spot.
None of those are weird. Mushroom I would never put in the top 5.
Right.
But these are common pizzas.
All right.
You have to understand that Mark McFadden doesn't eat. He eats like 3 things. So that's
don't say my last name.
Huh?
Don't say my last name.
You already said mine. Marcus Thomas McFadden, Social Security number. No, you can edit anything out.
Yeah, that's
beep.
true.
Just don't edit it. Just do a beep over it.
Yeah.
So it says Gam beep. Mark beep.
Yeah. For our 3 friends that are going to listen to this, and they're going to be like, "Is this really my friends?"
It's not about our friends. It's about the cyber criminals that are out there and the identity thieves.
By the way, I'm looking through my card purchases, and I see like I think it's a fraudulent purchase, and there's 2 of them on a week apart, and I'm thinking to myself, because I'm 51 now, I can't remember making these purchases, but I may have made them. Like, it's not like for $1,000. It was like for $22.
Right.
But it was weird because I'm like, I don't know if I made it. So if I report the purchase as fraudulent and I actually made it, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm really stuck. These criminals have me stuck.
How much were they for?
One was 22, and then a week later, one was 58. And they were weird. They weren't like Sunoco or, some brand. And then the thing is, I can't, because I'm older now, I don't remember where I was on a week ago.
2 things. You're going to have to eat it, first of all. And second of all, you're going to have to start doing a diary of
where I go.
your purchases.
Isn't that Memento's premise?
Go old school. Go old school, like the checkbook.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah.
You spend money.
Right.
Write it out. Debits and credits.
Like actual notebook, not on my phone. Like actually. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of paper,
Something you write on.
like a private detective would do.
You have to cross off. Yeah. Yes. All
right. Maybe that's what I'll do. Anyway, I'm really stuck because if I report it as fraud, then maybe I'm the fraudster. It's fraud. I think I've seen the word fraudster. I don't know if it's a term. All right. So anyway, back to the pizza. That was sidebar.
But by the way, I would have gotten 4 of those 5. I got 3 of those 5.
No, you did.
4th if you didn't say it was weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Mushrooms I like too. I just wouldn't put that on the top 5.
Okay.
But bacon, you ask my wife. I eat bacon.
How many pizzas do you think are consumed every year?
That's impossible.
Just get a number. What do you think?
1.7 billion.
All right, you're close. It's higher. It's in the billions.
2.3 billion.
5 billion.
Okay.
5 billion pizzas.
Yeah, I would never. That's just.
Well, once you say billion, it's like I can't even. It doesn't. Like if I said 2 billion or 5 billion.
Think about how many people.
Like infinity.
That's why I wanted to do this instead of meatball subs, because people have pizza night every week.
Right.
Some people, I'm sure you've had weeks where you've had pizza night multiple nights a week.
Yeah. Yes.
So
right.
It's a very common food.
Which brings me to my next percentage.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give it to you now. I've had some time to think about it, and I'm going to give it to you now.
Okay.
I'm going to give 25% to the sauce. Now, I realize I'm left with only 25% after this because I've given 50% to the cheese, 25% to the sauce. But if that sauce isn't really good, usually people say, "Ooh, that's a good sauce."
Right.
When they crunch into a pizza or like a pasta dish, because I feel like that like makes it. So I got to give 25% of the sauce, and the reason I wanted to retract my 50% cheese was because I probably wanted to leave more room for that sauce.
You can't. You've already paid your quarterback. You've already signed the deal. That money is his. Now you got to try to pay everybody else.
All right.
And you screwed yourself.
But the sauce is 25%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here we have no arguments. I would say sauce. I'm giving 30%.
Wow.
30% of the sauce.
You're going higher on the sauce.
Yeah, well, I got more. Yeah, exactly. I got more room.
So you're going toppings 40, sauce 30.
Yes, because I agree with you. I like someone's pizza. I had pizza last night, and it's a pizza place that I don't normally go to, and I realized, Ben, I really like this pizza, and it's because of the sauce.
Okay.
The sauce again has so many different. You have this sauce is sweet,
yeah, right.
This sauce is a little more bitter, and this sauce, there's another restaurant right here I won't say, but their sauce tastes like Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
and which I heard it's actually Boyardee.
Really?
That's how you're supposed to say it. Boyardee.
Wow.
That's how the family said it.
Okay. Boyardee.
Boyardee.
Yeah, I feel like there was commercials where they said
I know,
Boyardee.
but that was the company doing that. The family came out.
Okay.
And said, the family came out and spoke against it and said it's Boyardee.
Okay.
Chef Boyardee.
There's no way it would ever be. I can't even know anything I can say it now. Boyardee.
Because you spent all your life
saying
saying it wrong.
Yeah. All right. It makes more sense. It definitely sounds more Italian.
But yes. So that's probably the only thing we're going to agree on. We're only 5 percentage points away from each other. Sauce, definitely, because I would like a pizza more than another pizza because of the sauce. And the sauce doesn't always have to be, we're just talking about marinara sauce.
Right.
When you're talking about different types of topping, those toppings sometimes bring different sauces. Like buffalo sauce or that Italian hot dog that I eat.
Right.
That was like a mustard sauce.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's not weird. You'd love it. It's hot dogs and pizza. Your two main food groups.
I don't know, but the Italian hot dog, like I get down with the hot dog, not the Italian hot dog. So I would have to have a special.
There is no hot dog pizza.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
that's something your mom makes when you're 5 years old.
I wouldn't have to have the peppers or the whatever's on that the Italian hot dog.
Right.
I don't even look. Like if someone's cooking peppers in the room, I can't eat in that room.
I don't think there's any peppers on that.
I thought it was like Italian hot dog with sausage and peppers.
Maybe they leave the peppers off for the pizza. I don't know.
Why am I saying sausage? Peppers and onions is what I want to say. Yeah.
All I remember being on that was hot dogs and mustard.
Oh, well then that would be a hot dog pizza, not an Italian hot dog.
There was other sauces on there too, but I don't remember peppers. Right. Anyway, you would love it, trust me.
But there's nothing that like there's no food that offends you like a peppers. Peppers are offensive to my nostrils, and I've tried to taste them once. It was terrible. And
there's no food that offends me.
Is there a food that like I put this on there and you're out? And I'm not talking about anchovies or sardines. I'm talking about just like a typical food. Like everyone usually. I don't like a lot
of those stinky cheeses.
Okay,
like Munster. Isn't it Munster?
Right.
Or like really sharp cheeses. Yeah. You smell and they smell like foot.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat a cheese. I don't want to eat anything that smells like foot.
Right. Okay.
And sharp cheddar, all that stuff, nasty.
Okay.
It'll make me throw up.
All right. Do you want some? You want a pizza algebra? Actually, I wanted to call it pizza algebra.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Pizza algebra. Pizza algebra. P-I-Z-Z algebra.
Yeah, whatever it is, just do it.
Maybe it should be pizza algebra. Would you like a pizza algebra question?
Sure.
All right. This was going to be for the callers, but since we don't have any callers or anyone listening, I'm going to give you the call.
Why don't we bring in one of our special guests?
Oh, they won't be able to solve this question. There's no doubt. We'll bring them. We can bring them in later for their opinion, but they can't do a math problem.
Okay.
He's talking about my children right now, by the way, and I know they can't do this. All right. The websites recommend, if you're ordering pizza for a large group, to attribute 3 pieces of pizza per person.
Wow.
Just to be safe, right?
Okay.
2 probably, but 3 is right. If you want to have enough or more than enough. So 3 out of 8 slices, right? Each piece has got 8 slices. So I'm going to give you the question. 26 people are coming to your party, all right? And you want to have 3 slices each. How many pizzas do you need to order to make sure that you can
10.
get to that? You are correct. 10 pies. Ding, 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 ding.
Come on, you know math is my strong suit.
I know. That's why I wanted you to do the pizza algebra question.
Math is my strong suit. Pizza's your strong suit.
Which, by the way, I don't think the pizza algebra will be a recurring segment.
No.
But if somebody said to me, and I'm a music teacher, but sometimes I'll cover a class, and the kids will be like, why do we have to learn math? And I literally tell them, when my friends are coming over, I need to be able to, deduce how much pizza.
Right.
That's the most math I do in life is how many pizzas do we
Right.
need to order.
And how to pay for them with no money in his bank account.
Yeah, that's the
That's the other math you do. Well, how much do I have to take away from my mortgage to buy pizza right now?
a home equity loan. I can order 100 pizzas. Well, that's when I stumbled upon the Sicilian, because I was like, okay, around here the large pie is 15, the Sicilian's 18, the Sicilian is 16 slices.
Right.
So any kid's birthday party you came to, you were eating Sicilian whether you like it or not.
Oh, definitely.
And my kids got to be like 12, 13, like, Dad, we want the round pizza, because I used to always order Sicilian.
And you're like, you better get less friends.
I'm like, there's no way we are ordering half a pizza for $3. So I paid $3 more, and I'm getting a whole nother pizza in that Sicilian.
Right.
By the way, this is like such a life hack for any listeners that are, have a 1-year-old that are.
And that problem was flawed on purpose. They were trying to make it difficult because the real math is 2 slices per guest.
Okay.
No one factors in 3 slices per
But
guest.
you don't come up short.
No one factors in. First
You
of
think
all,
everyone goes with 2?
I think that there's a small percentage of people that are going to eat more than 2 slices at a party.
And some will eat 1.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there's a large, like my wife is going to eat 1 slice of pizza.
Yeah.
My daughter is probably going to eat 1 slice of pizza.
Right.
I've never come up. I always do 2, and I always have pizza in my fridge that night that I'm eating at 12.
All right. So 2 is the recommended allotment.
2 is you heard it here.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We're not just an entertainment show. We're giving out PSAs. You told everybody about the Sicilian for your parties. I'm telling you, factor in 2 slices.
Well, yeah, you can learn something. We've been through some things.
Although for the Sicilian, maybe the number is 3. I'm actually more prone to eating a third Sicilian slice at a party.
Well, it's a smaller slice, but it's thicker.
It's thicker.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm more prone to eating a third.
Okay.
Anyway, that's not fact. That's just opinion.
Right, okay. Yeah, but 2 sounds right. I was just worried.
2.
And listen, after like 20 years of hosting parties for my children, I always worried about not having enough food, and I always ended up with a lot of extra food. Now, it's not that big of a problem because I'll eat the leftovers, but no one in my house eats leftovers. Like if it's an hour old, they're not even interested in it. That's never been a thing. And I remember hearing stories in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, the invention of Tupperware. Like, people ate leftovers all the time.
Of course.
Yeah, it's very common. I don't know where I parented wrong somewhere. Maybe I didn't force them to eat the leftovers.
Yeah, that's not a 2025 problem. That's a household problem because my kids eat leftovers.
All right.
We love leftovers.
All right.
Sometimes the pizza is better the second day.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And pizza can be eaten cold.
Right.
I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that's why for me it's the number 1 food. If you say your desert island food, eat pizza, because even
but
if it was
you wanted
cold,
to do meatball subs today.
That was just the original premise, and I was eating the meatball sub, I think, like you said, when I came up with the premise for the show.
Right.
Because we'll always argue, and we will rarely change our opinion, wholesale. But I felt like if we broke it into percentages, maybe we could sway each other one way or another, or we could at least communicate.
If that's part of the show,
caring and loving.
If that's part of the show, then you failed because we're never going to sway each other.
Not you and me.
Oh, okay.
The listeners. The listeners would have. If I say cheese is the best, then the listener goes, "Oh,
I don't think I have to sway anybody. I think they're on my side already."
I know that.
No one is going to say 50% of cheese. That's ludicrous.
But my point is that the premise of the show was to say, okay, I'm going to call this guy because this guy's got cheese way high. Instead of saying cheese is not important, he can or she can debate the merit, the overall merit, without just totally destroying me.
Right.
If
we had callers, you would be destroyed on that.
Totally destroyed.
On that.
All right. So now the question is, when was pizza apparently invented? By the way, this is just from the internet. I haven't fact checked any of this. It's just, I don't have like a crew of fact checkers or interns.
I'm going to say it's probably the 1800s.
No, it's BC.
Get out of here.
So before Jesus.
Wow.
Pizza.
I've never heard of George Washington eating a slice of pepperoni pizza.
I know you don't see that in the paintings at the museum.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so no one's
holding a box of.
Yeah, no one's in the Civil War.
There's no way that's BC, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It says 600 BC. Pizza was considered a street food for the rural population, and it was really only in Naples, Italy. Maybe that's why. If you saw old-timey paintings in Naples, Italy, people might be gathered around a oblong-looking, misshapen pizza.
I don't know. I've just never seen a picture of somebody in my history books,
right,
with a slice of.
It was very ancient pizza, is what they're calling it. Was very popular with the Greeks, Egyptians, and Romans.
That's shocking.
Yeah, and it was a flatbread, so maybe it wasn't even round. I don't even. Maybe
who cares? Round doesn't make pizza.
Flatbread. It's another show. So the circle is the percentage.
I'm telling you, pizza is morphed into everything now, man. You can go and you can have something that has
the inside out.
Pizza is sauce, cheese, and crust, right?
Yeah.
The toppings are extra, but it's really cheese, sauce, and crust. You can now order something that has none of those ingredients, and it's still called a pizza.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Pizza has morphed into anything.
600 BC.
Yeah, that's
I didn't even know they had any type of food. I thought they just ate carrots and stuff.
I didn't even know they had record keeping back then. How are they even cooking it? Was fire even invented?
Etched on a pyramid wall or something?
So pizza was invented, and then they invented fire.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure the timeline of events.
Yeah, I want to see.
Dinosaurs died.
I'm sure one of these Italian restaurants has the history of pizza.
Yeah,
a timeline that'd be interesting on the menu.
All right, back to so now we got to reveal. Before I reveal, what was I going to reveal? What the survey said was what people thought was the most important part of the pizza.
Oh, but we didn't reveal our.
Well, I'm going to reveal my. Yeah, I'm going to reveal my remaining percentage points.
Okay,
that's what I was trying to say. The 2 R's really tripped me up. So I got cheese at 50%, crust at 25%. Okay, I got 25%. No, I didn't say crust. Sorry, sauce. That's 25%. I got 2 remaining items: the toppings and the crust. And I'm going to go with crust 15%, toppings 10%. But that's because I'm pretty much a plain Jane type of dude. I'm not really
you don't branching order a lot of toppings.
I'll have pepperoni. I'll have sausage.
Right.
But if you say which one do you prefer, I prefer the plain one. Now,
what about extra cheese?
Yeah, I do like extra cheese. So, I sort of wasn't. I sort of wasn't counting as a topping. Now, buffalo chicken pizza. That's a different. To me, that's a sort of almost its own entity. I can't really bring that into this equation because there's a separate love I have for that. It's like the mistress of pizza to me. Because I like
what's the mistress of pizza?
Buffalo chicken pizza. It causes me to stray.
Well, wait, why? What do you mean stray from what?
From the plain pizza.
Oh, okay.
If I go into a place I love the plain pizza, I go in.
So you're saying plain pizza is my first love.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like I'm cheating.
I've been with, yes.
But see,
It almost
Pizza is an unwritten open relationship. Every slice of pizza knows
Right.
that you're having other pizza.
Okay.
That's the purpose of pizza.
Right.
Pizza
okay.
is really, they're like prostitutes.
So they're not. You don't feel like there's no.
They're a good time for
commitment.
hire. That's it.
They're good. They're a good.
You're
time.
paying to
Right.
have them, but you can have as much pizza as you want.
Wow.
Any flavor.
Okay.
So,
So I don't have to feel.
you don't have to feel guilty anymore.
Right.
You should feel
Well,
guilty
so
for
I'm just
eating
saying-
that horrible pizza.
It's a separate category because then now
It's not a separate category. It's
All right,
pizza.
all
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
You could put anything. That's a perfect example. You got chicken. You got buffalo sauce. It's not pizza, but it's
Right.
pizza.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I was going with traditional pizza ideas.
And let me ask you
I
this.
guess
Let me ask you this.
traditional at this
If you have a choice, we're ordering pizza right now. It's your birthday. Mark McFadden. Do you want plain pizza or do you want
God.
your favorite buffalo chicken pizza?
Oh man. I'd have to do one of each.
No.
Oh.
You can't do that. They
Oh.
only have enough room in the oven. They're closing down. They can only make one pie.
Oh man.
Which one is it? You cop out. You can't do that cop out.
All right, fine. It'd be buffalo chicken.
Exactly. That blows your whole list out of the water and makes you 100% wrong. Because why? Because toppings really is the most important thing.
Wow.
Because it's that buffalo. I flipped it on you.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Buffalo
it.
chicken
See
is
that?
what makes that your number one pizza.
I'm finding
And
out
gonna
about
get-
myself.
I'm going to get
today.
real philosophical on you.
Yeah.
Because the plain pizza, it's still toppings that's making that pizza for you. It's just the lack of toppings. So
geez.
toppings is what you should have given 50% for.
Wow.
Because you said, what attributes the best of that pizza? Well,
But I
it's
thought
definitely-
when we established a show that I would be able to adjust my percentages based on
No way.
the banter
If
and
we
the
could
facts.
if we could just make up whatever we want along the road, no, you have to look at it as
No, but it's
you're
an-
signing
it's an-
contracts.
It's an adjustment.
You have a football team, and each person is
Well,
a
first of
position on
all,
that team.
I would know
when
you're
you
not
sign
gonna-
the contract for that quarterback, now you have to.
But
you
I
have
know
to
you're
make
not going to
adjustments.
adjust. You're not going to adjust your percentages. I know that.
Right.
But I and the callers, the future callers,
No.
I would hear a caller say blah blah blah, like something you're saying now. I go, you know what? You're right. I should have changed my.
You could
percentage.
say should have, but you can't. It's written in stone.
I can't rewrite my percentage.
You can't rewrite it. You could say I should have. You could say you're right.
Well, what am I
You
trying
could
to
say
convince the callers
next time?
to adjust their percentage?
Yeah, you want them maybe to adjust their percentage. No one's trying to adjust anyone's percentage. We're telling people how wrong they are. That's what my understanding of the show.
That is what people enjoy doing.
Again, our different philosophies.
All right.
You're
So we're
on
running
the-
two separate.
You're on a
shows.
positive philosophy.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
all come together
Yeah.
and agree upon what. And I'm saying no one's ever going to agree upon anything.
Okay.
The purpose for this is telling people how wrong
All
they
right.
are.
So two separate shows, two separate philosophies.
Saying if you're choosing your pizza based on the cheese, which is virtually every time mozzarella, you're an idiot. And I'm showing you the way.
Show me the way. Yeah.
Showing you the truth.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear your final stats now. We've got you.
I'm gonna say
But recap your first ones.
we got the
40%?
toppings at 40%, and honestly, I could have gone 50% as I'm thinking about it.
See?
Yeah. As
Now,
I'm thinking
wouldn't you like a little wiggle room to say?
I stand by what I say.
changed my
I stand by
thought a
what I
little
say.
bit.
I'm a man. I'm a man. Something you lack.
All right.
I would say 40 on the toppings. I said 30 on the sauce. We almost agreed there.
Right.
And then I would say, I think you should know where I'm going to go. Can you guess where I'm going to go?
Crust.
Based on our argument? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese is nothing to
Okay.
me. I've never
All right.
had a problem with the cheese on a pizza other than maybe I wish there was more. That's it. That's
Okay.
the only thing.
Right.
And I never order extra cheese, but when I do, I'm always like, why don't I order extra cheese?
All the time.
So it's crust next. And again, you have different types of crusts, right? But if
Right.
you have a crust that's soggy,
right.
you know, kind of they didn't make it properly.
Yeah, it could go wrong.
You're not gonna want that. But
Yeah.
if you got a nice crispy crust where they put the perfect amount of crunch on that thing,
Yeah.
and what about stuffed crust? What
Right.
about the crust where they butter the whole thing and throw flavor and seasoning on top?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think about the crust as
back
much.
in the day, BC times.
BZ? Yeah,
the
crust was it.
The crust was just the crust was nothing. It was just a platform.
Right.
Now they figured out that we got to bump this crust up.
Yeah, we can.
Think about it. Of all the sauce, the toppings, and the crust have all evolved.
But the
cheese
crust, you're
is
right.
still cheese.
Right.
It's the same doggone cheese that those cavemen were throwing on their pizza. It's the same cheese you and I eat is the same cheese George Washington ate right before he went into battle.
Probably true.
It's carbo loading.
All right, what's your crust percentage? Wait,
We'll give 20 to crust.
okay.
No, I'll give 25 to crust and 5 to cheese.
Wow.
Yeah.
5% to cheese.
Is it possible to give 0?
Well, I guess.
I'll give 5 to cheese.
Maybe
I definitely need cheese
the
on it.
least you could give is a 1%.
Now, see if you. No, I'll do 5.
Okay.
To see if you said having the cheese at all. If you just said what's the most like, what could you do the least without? Cheese would be way higher on the list.
Okay.
Cheese would be way higher on the list.
Right, but that's not. Yeah, we're just talking about
Yeah. So there you go. 5%.
Okay.
Cheese.
All right.
We gave 50%. We
So-
couldn't be further. Our lists are basically.
Yeah, flip flopped, which is
Upside down.
interesting because I didn't think we'd be that far off on this.
We're gonna be that way
Okay.
on everything.
Every topic
Seriously.
for the
Our
entirety
think about
of
it.
this
Our philosophies are
run.
very different on a lot of things.
Interesting. All right. Well, the survey of approximately 2,500 pizza lovers that I randomly found on the World Wide Web said that they ranked this part as the most important part of a pizza.
Wait. Do they rank all of them?
Yeah, they ranked.
So why don't you go from the bottom up?
Oh, I don't have that.
Piss
I don't have an intern. I don't have
piss
an intern.
for
All right.
preparation.
All right, I'll work on it more.
PPP.
All right,
Piss
so
for preparation.
60% ranked this component
Okay.
as the most important
I know
part.
where this is going. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
I know.
I said the most important part
I
was
know where
cheese.
this is going.
You said
Just
toppings.
say the answer.
Crust. They said crust. 60%
wow.
chose crust. What'd you think I was going to say?
I thought it was going to be cheese. I thought.
Oh, okay.
I thought you looked at
okay, 'cause I was
this
gonna
before,
validate
and then you
myself.
said you're and
Yeah,
then
I
you
should
said-
have just lied about it.
Yeah.
I surveyed 5 people and they.
That's something you would do. It's not fair that you looked at that list before you.
What? Guy didn't change my opinion. They said crust. I didn't care about that.
See, the way you were building it up. Like, just so you know, I said cheese. Everyone remember.
I did set it up like I
So
was.
crust, but it would have been
yeah.
nice to know the other 4 so we could say,
I know.
oh,
Next
mine
time.
was closer to the top than
Next
yours
time
was.
We cover this.
Crust.
Yeah. When we
Okay.
do this again, I'll get better surveys from the internet.
But crust was what, 4?
By the way,
Or
do
3
you
for
you know that like these kids today, do you use ChatGPT to Google things now? They put it in ChatGPT as Google. And Google's afraid of this, I think, because they're writing, they're giving you an AI response now. Like Google would just give you the websites before. Now they're giving you a whole explanation. So I'm wondering, maybe I should have put it in ChatGPT, which is something a 51-year-old person I don't think says yet.
No.
But these young guys
I don't
are
even
doing
know
it.
how to use ChatGPT.
Right.
But I
Well,
do-
it kicks out a whole, it would kick out the results.
I do have an AI assistant at work.
Like a robot, the robot secretary or whatever.
It's
right?
not robot, but it's an AI assistant. Like I don't have a robot sitting next to me.
Right.
That would be amazing. I would have called you and taken a picture of it. But yes, it answers calls for
Right.
me. It
Yes.
can answer questions for me. It can take notes for me if I can't make a meeting.
Okay.
It can take notes for me. It's incredible. It's the way of the future.
Do
One
you
day
think-
we're gonna walk in
right.
to a pizzeria and there's gonna be a
Robots
robot
making the pizza.
making our pizza,
don't
taking our money, everything.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the dough thrown in the air recently. Like that is a big thing.
I don't think
before.
they do that anymore.
They don't really do it.
That's-
It was
that's-
a big. That was like a
that's
bartender.
BC time.
That
That's
was like
BC
when a
times.
bartender would put on a show. Mixing the drink.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I saw
No, I
this
think there was a
guy
real reason for it.
at a restaurant. He was pouring drinks, but he was pouring them like
Right.
like 4 foot above the cup, and it was
Right.
pouring in. I'm like, wow, this guy's really. And he made every drink like that.
That
It
was Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
prison cocktail. But when you used to go in the pizza parlor, or down the beach, I remember they would roll out and then you'd see them flipping it
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, I think there was a legit reason for that.
To flip it in the
And
air?
I think science and technology have told us, you can get the same effect by just rolling that thing out,
Really?
stretching it out. Yeah, it's
The flip in the air was the most impressive part.
Oh, you got guys who could do it behind the back. You got
Right,
guys
yeah.
who can do all types of things. But I think they realize now.
Maybe I'll include
Substance over show.
If we ever do a video component, I could put a video of like people doing amazing pizza dough flips.
Or
because I'd want to see that.
We could bring in a professional pizza thrower.
Yeah,
and
I'd want to
teach us
see.
some
Yeah, I'd
moves.
want to see that. I would. That would be like when we do this show.
We don't even have one audience member. And we're already talking about our TV show.
Well, when we have a TV show, we'll bring in a person that could
when we make
train us. Like, oh, this is how you flip it. I would like to learn that. That's a bucket list thing, like how to flip the.
That's on your bucket list.
I mean,
That's
you know,
piss poor, piss poor bucket list. When we do our feature movie,
feature length movie, we'll actually have the.
Then we'll bring that in.
Yeah, it could happen. All right. Well, that wraps up today's episode of Play the Percentages and our pizza edition, which is something near and dear to both of our hearts, and we were
America's heart.
America's heart. It's like the number one food for most people around the country. It's definitely the go-to when you're in a rush.
That?
What's the number one food?
Just put that in ChatGPT.
All right. Apparently, next episode, I will have way more facts and figures from the internet to share with you and dazzle my partner, Gam. And he can complain less about
Gam X.
Gam X. We don't want to say his last name in case this ever gets out there in the on the interweb. Anyway, well, thanks for tuning in. If you listen to this, I think it's, what is it, like and subscribe? Is that what people say?
What are they going to like and subscribe
I
to?
don't know. I guess we'll have it on YouTube or something. It's going to exist somewhere, and wherever it exists, like,
subscribe, and comment.
yeah, wherever it is, right?
Yeah,
like,
but we want them to comment.
or just, if you like, just send us an email.
If you think Mark is wrong,
yeah,
please comment.
just send us an email. Like, we could do that because that's more like.
Yeah, that's 2025. That's what all the kids are doing.
If you don't want to like or subscribe, just
fax us at 215.
fax us, or just write us a letter, with a stamp.
Hit us up on our beeper, 2 pagers.
And we'll see you. We'll see you next time on Play the Percentages. And you have any?
Good night.
Okay.
Hopefully there will be some incredible outro music playing.
Yes. Thanks for joining us today on Play the Percentages. We hope you check out the rest of our content and let your friends know about the fun we're having on this show and have them call in and join in the debate. See you next time.